you have in New Zealand one of the best example of industry that has captured the science in a way that is unthinkable, in a way that is unacceptable.
The quota management system that we have here does incentivise a whole bunch of pretty perverse behaviours, and obviously the dumping of perfectly good fish is one of the worst. And so we've seen very large-scale dumping in New Zealand. It's been caught by the government regulator, the Ministry of Primary Industries, and Ministry of Fisheries before that. It's been revealed by their own investigations many times, but has almost never been prosecuted, and certainly the big companies don't get prosecuted, they get let off.
Now I want to read you an excerpt from an MPI Observer report where the Observer discovered the widespread practice of high grading and dumping of fish, as well as unreported killing of protected species like Hector's dolphins. Now high grading is where you throw away the smaller, less desirable fish, still perfectly good to eat, so that you can keep the bigger, better value ones. We, MPI, have known about these dumping, discarding issues for many years, and it would appear that we have done little to combat it, as it would be very difficult to explain and unpleasant at best. He went on to say, there's also the matter regarding the deliberate non-reporting of Hector's dolphins that could have a similar, if not more dramatic, flow-on negative effect. We have never had such compelling evidence to prove what we have known for a long time. It is imperative, in my opinion, that we act positively and timely to mitigate the risk that may result due to a lack or a perceived lack of action on our part. Nothing was done, and there are several reports like this that state MPI needs to act, and yet here we are.
I mean, when you look at these reports that have been released, I mean, it's not just the high grading, which is obviously extensive. There's also the carton weights. So manipulating the carton weights has been a widespread way to underreport the amount of fish that you catch. There's also the conversion factor. So the conversion of whole fish into fillets has been a source of tremendous underreporting, very creative underreporting by the fishing companies. It just goes on and on and on. And MPI, the regulator, has all the evidence and has had it for many years, but has chosen not to release that information and chosen not to prosecute.
But they've also not chosen to put that into the stock assessments. So every stock assessment that doesn't take into account that dumping is effectively wrong. So how can they ever get our stock assessments accurate?
Yeah, well, MPI's problem was that if they told the truth about, if they provided true information into the stock assessments, then people might find that true information out, and they were desperate to hide the truth about what was going on in the Hoki fishery and the whiting fishery, and so yeah, those stock assessments are obviously ludicrous because they don't have the real information that MPI themselves are sitting on.